Happy Tuesday, everybody. Joe Metz with FTN Daily back once again with an MLB DFS breakdown for our favorite site, StatHero. If you haven't tried StatHero yet, go to play.stathero.com. Use promo code FTN to get a 3 times deposit match on your first sportsbook play. They also offer Survivor Leagues, many different ways you can play. Follow them on the Twitter machine at StatHeroHQ. I am on Twitter at JMETZ34 of FTN Daily. Go to FTNDaily.com. If you want access to our StatHero content, it's all free on the website again, FTNDaily.com. You can also get access to our free Discord where we are talking around the clock about all sports on StatHero by clicking the chat button at the top of the website. Without further ado, let's jump into the MLB slate. They have a 3v3, 4v4, and 5v5 lineup to break down. I am choosing to stick to the 4v4. I think this provides the most edge when looking at same-game stacks, which is how I've seen the most success against StatHero. StatHero, not StackHero. It works out both ways. But my ideal game to target right now is the Reds and the Cubs. Both pitchers have ERAs near 5. Both Cubs pitcher specifically by the name of Adbert Alzolay has given up at least 3 runs in 4 of his last 5 games with multiple home runs in each of those games. Whereas we have Vladimir Gutierrez on the bump for the Cincinnati Reds, 4.97 ERA, 6 earned runs last game. He's actually given up 6 earned runs in 2 of his last 4 games, 3 home runs in each of those games where he's given up 6 runs. So a lot of upside for the bats, both of them on the right, throw from the right. So we want to take advantage of some platoon advantage. And StatHero in their lineup also had the same idea by going Joey Votto on the left side of the plate with the Cincinnati Reds. Looking at this game, like I said, this is my favorite overall stack. So I don't, with 4 players, my strategy here is to go 2 players from each team. This game does carry an implied total of 10 runs, which is, as of now, the highest on the slate. The second highest on the slate behind the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, which are at 10.5. Looking at their roster, like I said, they have Joey Votto, the lefty from Cincinnati, Avi Garcia, the lefty from the Brewers, Joey Gallo, the lefty from the Rangers, and Bryce Harper, the lefty from the Phillies. Lots of lefties in their lineup. Off the bat, I'm okay matching Joey Votto. He's one of my favorite targets for his price. Oops, don't want Gary Sanchez in there. He's one of my favorite targets for his price. 9,400, 7.8, a bit under projected, getting the platoon advantage against a pretty rough pitcher. For the Cubs, like I said, close to a 5.0 ERA. Adbert Alzolay has given up at least 3 runs in 4 of his last 5 games. I want to pair him with at least one other Red. I want the same side of the plate. So I'm going to go with Jesse Winker, the first-time All-Star, who's had a phenomenal season, absolute breakthrough of a season. That gives me my Reds exposure. Gives me about 15 and change projected points, 16.3 to be exact. And then I want the power hitters on the Cubs. I want Javi Baez. He is day-to-day, so there is some concern here that I would recommend waiting for that news to come out, whether he's in the lineup or not, in terms of finalizing your lineup. But if not, you could go down to Chris Bryant for 11.6, leaves you with 11.3. You could go down to Ian Happ, projected for 8.9 from the left side of the plate, gets you 34.4 compared to StatHero's 33.9. If you want to change up your Cubs exposure a little bit, you could get Anthony Rizzo is going to be 10.7, a bit cheap for his upside, gives you 12.2, and you could go with Javi Baez. This would probably be right here if Javi Baez is in, my favorite lineup of the slate. 34.4, you're projected to outscore StatHero by half a point. You have exposure to the second highest run total on the entire slate. As always, JMets34 on Twitter. Follow StatHero at StatHeroHQ. Click the chat button at the top